everyone. Welcome to the U.S. Open Health Desk, brought to you by Mount Sinai. I am your host, Shauna Ryan, and joining us today is Dr. Melissa Leber. She is the Director of the Emergency Department, Sports Medicine at the Mount Sinai Medical System. Dr. Leber, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, listen, here at the U.S. Open, the tennis action is always hot, literally and figuratively. So from a physical standpoint, it's really important to stay hydrated. And I'm curious, Dr. Leber, medically, why is this so key?
If you become dehydrated and you're losing water and salt, you're at risk for heat cramps, heat exhaustion, and worst case scenario, heat stroke. But things such as cramping and heat exhaustion gives you flu-like symptoms and headache and nausea and weakness. Any of those symptoms would hurt your performance.
Today, it's really hot out here. It's the summertime. Is there a difference between staying hydrated in colder temperatures as opposed to the hotter temperatures like now?
It's important in both climates. In the heat, though, you're perspiring, so all that sweat, you're losing all the salt, and all of that will cause you to have those symptoms quicker of heat cramps and heat exhaustion, so it is more important in the heat.
I'm curious, how much actually should you be drinking during a match or practice? I feel like everyone always has like a perfect magic number. Is there such a thing?
Well, they say a very physically active adults, such as a tennis player at the US Open, in the heat should be drinking about 6 liters of water per day. But you can actually measure your weights before and after exercise to determine how much water you've lost. And once you subtract that, you can figure out how much you've lost and if you need to hydrate more.
How much is a normal amount to lose? I mean, is there such an amount where you can say, wow, I have not been hydrating enough?
Well, you don't want to lose more than 2% body weight from exercise.
Okay.
And so as soon as you've lost 2% body weight, that's like on a 150-pound adult, if you've lost 2 or 3 pounds from exercise, you need to hydrate more.
What makes sports drinks, when it comes to hydration, just as important as drinking water?
Yeah, in general, you want to have a 3-to-2 ratio of sports drinks to water because you need the carbohydrate, you need a little bit of sugar, you need potassium and calcium and all the electrolytes, especially sodium, to replete those. So you want to have, in general, a ratio of 3-to-2 sports drinks to water.
It's funny, a lot of people talk often about the sodium content, that is helpful in terms of keeping in all of your fluids. Is there like also a magical number of how much sodium you should have? Because you don't want to overdo it.
No, they say per bottle of water you should put like 1 salt packet, like an individual little salt packet, into the bottle of water. Hyponatremia refers to low sodium or low salt, and that is very dangerous.
What are some of the immediate signs that you're not hydrating enough? You mentioned flu-like symptoms. Is that the first sign of dehydration?
For some people, it can be flu-like symptoms, so headache, nausea, weakness, fatigue, cramping of your abdomen, but also leg cramps. All those can be first signs and symptoms, but really it's just fatigue and weakness are the first signs, but everyone feels fatigue and weak when they're working out in the heat.
So just listen, you have to just learn to listen to your body as an athlete when you start to feel different.
And in general, people say drink to thirst. If you're thirsty at all, you drink.
Yeah, just go for it. Should you be hydrating at times other than just during a match? Is there some kind of like prerequisite that you should be leading up with?
Yeah, pre-game, pre-match, hydration is just as important as hydrating during the match. In fact, if someone had a match today, they should have hydrated the same they would today, yesterday. And after the match, the same. And they need carbohydrate before and after as well.
They do. So it really is, you've got to think about this just beforehand, not just when you're out there working hard.
Correct. When you see those players that are cramping really badly on the courts, you really have to wonder, did they hydrate enough before it and the day before their match?
And are there other ways, other than just taking in fluids, that you can avoid dehydration? Any kind of fun new technology out there? Anything that we can make use of?
There's always new clothing technology. So there's amazing technology for moisture wicking, and also for wearing light clothing certainly helps, especially in the sun, to help reflect the sun. So moisture wicking fabrics is key.
Yeah, and why not make use of anything out there that you can help keep you hydrated?
Absolutely, and keep you cool, the temperature.
So key. Well, Dr. Leber, we're out of time, but thank you so much for coming by today and giving us some great pointers to keep us healthy and on the courts.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check back here at usopen.org throughout the entire tournament for more great tips from our experts from Mount Sinai. Until next time, I'm Shauna Ryan. We'll see you here on the U.S. Open Health Desk, brought to you by Mount Sinai.